Welcome to Parents Perspective. My name is Mike Thomas, and with me is Sarah Griffin. And this show is brought to you by St. Clair County Speak Youth Coalition, funded by Region 10, and in partnership with various businesses and nonprofit organizations in the Blue Water area. Today, we want to talk about positive affirmation. It's common for a lot of folks to feel negative at times like this as stress with COVID and just changes in the weather start popping up. One day it's rainy, the next day it's sunny. And so it's easy for people to dwell on the negatives. And so one thing that we can really start doing for ourselves and for our children is to start thinking of ways where we can start off the morning fresh and fun and feeling good about ourselves. So Sarah, I wanted to ask you, what are some ways that you're familiar with that you've been able to affirm your children and even yourself to make yourselves and your whole family feel better?
I think it's really important to make sure that you are showing confidence in yourself to your children, and that helps building confidence in them too. So, by doing positive affirmations for yourself, not only does it build up your self esteem, but it's also a role model for your children to see that you're happy with yourself and that you're happy and you are feeling good about yourself. So, if a child sees a parent who is sad or depressed or feeling down on themselves or has low self esteem, then they're more likely to take that low self esteem for themselves too. So, the most important part would be to try to stay positive yourself and tell yourself those positive affirmations, but then also do it for your children. And sometimes that can look as simple as when you check their papers in their backpack saying, wow, you did a great job on this project, or I'm really proud of that A you got, or I know you worked really hard on that math test. So even if they may have gotten a C or a D on a math test, if you know that that was their hardest and they tried their hardest, making sure they know that you recognize that you recognize the work that they put into it and you're still proud of them. Um, and I think doing that over and over again and repeating that will help also. So, not just saying it once or saying it once a day or once a week, but making sure that multiple times during the day, throughout the day, you're telling your children that you're proud of them or they make you smile or you're happy to be around them, you're enjoying the time you're spending with them. And you can do that in all different ways. So, do you have any ideas, Mike, on some different ways that maybe parents can do that creatively?
There's a couple things come to mind. First off, if they're carrying their own lunch, I've seen people slip notes inside the lunch bag, just some kind of quirky thing or something funny or something really loving and caring on a note right inside of their lunch bag. Another thing too, got a dry erase marker here. As weird as it might sound for some folks, you writing those things down on the bathroom mirror with a dry erase marker might be fun. This could be a tool you could use for other things as well too. It goes away, it's not permanent, but at the same time, you can get message across in a spot where it's not normal you see those things. So they're going in, like getting ready to brush their teeth or brush their hair, and all of a sudden they see something smiley face on there. It might get them laughing in the morning. Another thing too is encourage them every day, and do that. And you can do this yourself as well too, to think of 3 things that you're thankful for every morning and do it for 90 days. Now that could be for yourself. If you have 3 kids, rattle off your children 3 other things that you can think of that you enjoy every morning, and then encourage your children to do that as well. By day 91, it's already getting them starting to think about what they got to look for the positive in the morning versus, I got to get up and go to school and I got to deal with so and so. So we're training the brain to think positive. So trying those little techniques can work. Is there anything else, Sarah, you can think of that we should be adding?
I just think making sure that you're being firm. So there shouldn't be any I thinks. I think that I'm pretty. I think that I'm smart. I think it should be I am. You want to be firm in that belief and firm in what you're saying. Making sure that it's in the present tense. So not one day I'll be successful, but I am successful. You're successful today, and then just making sure you're repeating it and the frequency of doing it. So, and I love the idea of writing it on the mirror, especially for, our teenage kids. A lot of times when they're looking in the mirror, that is when they're picking out the things they don't like about themselves in those years. So by writing it on the mirror, it's kind of a reminder to them that they should be proud of who they are.
Thanks, Sarah. Folks, if you have any other questions, thoughts, comments, don't forget we have options to comment in the section here on Facebook. Also, check us out on Instagram. And if you have some other questions on things you'd like to see in the future, don't forget we also have a option through our email at speak@stclaircounty.gov where you can send some information as we're there. And otherwise, we just thank you for your time. We hope to see you next week. Have a great day.